large mileage segment. I felt the same way when the number got announced. I was like, oh, okay, got it. You ready?
Ready.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
You got to go into this with like the right, mindset. Like, you're here to do a good thing, have some fun with it. There's definitely a personal stake in there as well, and like there's a huge, community of people that I work with or that are my clients or members, like following along, and I'm here. I have to show them that I can do hard things too. Coming into this, I can be a little cocky, like, yeah, I can do hard things, but once it came down to, I didn't have months left until this, that I had days, I'm like, oh God, am I actually gonna be able to pull this off? I have so many people following along, my friends, my family, my clients, my members at Orange Theory following this journey. What does that look like if I fail? I would say the only thing that I really struggled with was once I got blisters, like they're just painful. You can't just stretch them out. You just can't. I mean, you can like ice bath a little. That kind of helps. But yeah, the blisters suck. But people living with MS, stuff sucks for them often. So I think MS Run the U.S. is important. I think it's important because, one, raising awareness. There have been multiple people this week who have reached out who did more research on what exactly is MS just by following along. Including a lot of women have been showing their daughters too, just following along on my journey to show them like what strong women can do. The money that is used for the researchers and so forth, like that's super important, especially with like the gait and the balance stuff, because a lot of people with MS struggle with that. It's one of probably their first symptoms. And then financial aid, like that's really, really important to me for people who can get lifts or the house modification. Not everybody can afford to have the things that can help to make their lives better. The financial aid aspect of this organization and them helping people is probably one of the biggest draws for me, because like it always goes back to me thinking about like just trying to make their life or their loved one's life just a little bit easier. So I would say out of like the 3 buckets that the money that we raise go into, probably like the financial aid aspect is the one that's like the most important to me.
Yeah. But we'll see you at 4-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
My goal in all of this is for someone to not watch their loved one lose everything. It's always been for my mom and everyone affected by MS. Like I said, my 14-year-old daughter doesn't know my mom without MS. She doesn't know the woman that she was. She doesn't know the woman that I knew growing up. I don't even, she's my mom and I still think she's the most incredible human being in the entire world, but like she is a skeleton of what she used to be. And if some daughter someday doesn't have to feel like I feel, then that's a win. Hands down the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole entire life. Even more than childbirth. And that was
really hard too. For those of you following all week, thank you so much for following all of the nice messages you guys sent. It meant a lot, helped keep me going. Hope you enjoyed watching this journey. Hope this brought a little more awareness to MS and those affected by MS. And for anyone who's watching, if you are a child of someone who has MS, this was for you as well. I know what that's like. Thank you.
My name is Carmen McCane. I ran from Van Wert to Cuyahoga Falls in Ohio, 177 miles for MS.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's over.
So what are you gonna do now?
Lay down.
A solid plan.